Hello and welcome to the Sman Back News. My name is Cynthia from the 12th grade of Language Science and Culture in Public High School 1 Bengkayang. I will bring you the most updated news from all around High School 1 Bengkayang. This time, I will be delivering the news of important schedule in the 2019-2020 national exam, especially in the High School 1 Bengkayang. This is the preparation made by High School 1 Bengkayang to prepare for the national exam this year. The school presents with a large billboard about schedule for preparation for national exam as a reminder to students. As we can see on the schedule, on February 3 until 7, 2020, the first tryout was held. On February 10 until 21, 2020, practical exam was held. On February 24 until 26, 2020, the rehearsal was held. On March 3 until 5, 2020, the second tryout will be held. On March 16 until 24, 2020, a school exams will be held. On March 30 until April 2, 2020, national examination will be held. Today, on Monday, February 24, 2020, a rehearsal was held for the national examination. This rehearsal was held in 3 sessions in 2 different rooms. This rehearsal was held for 3 days, on February 24 until February 26, 2020. Students who are still waiting for their session continue to study as usual. And this was the news for today. Good luck for the 12th grade student who will take the national exam, especially students in High School 1 Bengkayang. Finally, I am Cynthia of Sman Back News. Say, have a wonderful day. See you next time and goodbye.
Good morning, viewers. Come back with me, Deval Devista. I will give the most up-to-date news. The most up-to-date news, namely 2020 Cap Gome celebration in Bengkayang Regency. The following is the excerpt. Not only Pontianak City and Singkawang City, which is currently organizing Cap Gome activity, but Bengkayang also organized Tatung Parade activity in the framework of Cap Gome celebration, which is centered in the Arimara Monastery, Wigang Road, Saturday, February 8, 2020 at 8 o'clock in the morning. Bengkayang City official also attended and visited the Tatung Cap Gome North. Not only that, the Slawan City Market is filled with thousands of people from Perouse sub-district to witness 133 tatung that performs the contract. Namely, tatung walking 55 people and tatung using a stretcher of 78 people. Hundreds of tatung in this Bengkayang city will surround the market and be enlivened by the contraction of dragon and lion dance and drum band high school 1 Bengkayang. Only that, strict security from Indonesian state and police personnel so that activity can run smoothly and conductive. Chairman of the committee named Johan, he said that he hoped the church he marked Chapgumi can maintain brotherhood, so goodness and love others and be kept away from everything that is bad. So much information from me, as well as closing this news event. I'm Deva Devista. Please resign. Thank you and goodbye.
Will accompany you today. Today I will bring news about release in front of the House Representatives building regarding the revision of the Criminal Law Code. A meeting between the government and the House of Representatives took place in the middle of a rally in front of the House of Representatives building. In this demonstration, the parade was divided into two camps. Alliance of students in a number of universities that came to meet the House of Representatives building. There were two mass groups who gave speeches in front of the building. The first was the one that rejected the draft criminal code law and the corruption eradication commission's law, and the parade that supported the two laws to avoid police classes spreading the locations of the two mass group speeches. The law in the draft law of the criminal code has caused controversy and also caused a number of parties in the community to suffer. In addition, there are also articles about corruption regarding victims of rape and homelessness. Given the burden of these articles, including articles of evidence of insult or criticism of legitimate government president, and they will also harm the mandate of reform and democracy, and in fact they also ask that the House of Representatives or the government should be more concerned with ratifying a number of draft laws, which is considered to be more important than revising the draft law of the criminal code and the draft law that has led to several polemic rejection in the community. That's all the news we can deliver today. I Devianti Audira, the Master of Ceremonies, Kompas in the morning. Thank you, good morning and see you later.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today's news is about spread of coronavirus. A World Health Organization expert says it is impossible to tell when they see Wuhan coronavirus will peak. New cases are still popping up around the world. On a daily basis, in mainland China, at least 132 people have died. and there are more than 6,000 confirmed and 91 cases have been reported elsewhere. World Health Organization says human-to-human transmission outside of China is cloudy concerning, their emergency committee has said Thursday to decide whether it is now an international emergency in Seoul, South Korea potential. Coronavirus cases are being examined and temporary facilities there. Mr. Jaya on the ground. Jaya in here. This is a national medical center in South Korea. This is where the Korean government has decided will be the main hospital for those who have coronavirus or those who are suspected. We're having the virus now. We had one patient already on the 7th floor and is building behind me. Even see him any of the medical staff not taking any chance just inside that. This area where they have symptoms of the virus will come. They want to make sure that who are worried that they may have the virus and okay to be mixing in the hospital population because there are still plenty of regular patients. So this is the main reception area where they will come inside to be proceed. This Tuesday, President Kim Moon-jae come to visit this facility. He wants to make sure, he said that everything was up to scratch. He wants to make sure to enough was being done on the priority with being put on the coronavirus nugget on Monday. The government raised the alert level to the second highest level that it could be that the government takes over the control as opposite to the CDC, and it means there an emergency task force that is being set up to deal with it, as well as filming when we move back by medical personnel in hazmat suites of potential patients arrive to be tested, given a CT scan in the countries. Only mobile CT scanner trying to detect viral pneumonia to potential Wuhan patient can be segregated. A 55-year-old South Korean man was Fulton last Friday and has been confirmed with the virus of the traveling from Wuhan. Dr. Kim Young-jae has been treating the patient and say he's stable, but he believes the next week could be critical in stemming the spread of the virus. The virus can be mutated very easily, he say, and if we have a super spreader, the mutation will infecting more people than usual virus carries. This is very hard to combat. That is what I'm most concerned about that. The hospital preparing the future patient. There is 7 individual rooms. Each of those rooms that negative pressure was told to try and make sure they can contain the virus. They already waiting for potential patient to come. The government is planning to send for charter flight to Wuhan later this week to evacuate up to 700 South Korean citizens from ground zero with the outbreak. They have initially tested negative for the virus, but will stay at a spread facility for 14 days to avoid spreading infection. Anyone with symptoms will be transported to this hospital with empty beds awaiting, Jaya here reported. Several countries are trying to get their citizens out of Wuhan, including France, which is sending a plane Thursday to take its national out of the for intensity. Only French national without symptoms who will be allowed on board. The US evacuated about 200 people from Wuhan. They're now getting the screen database in California. And Japan says it has about 650 citizens want to leave and will make arrangements to send enough plane. Morocco says it trying to get about 100 Moroccans, mostly students, out of the Wuhan, and South Korea says it's sending several charter flights to Wuhan to get some citizens out.
If you slept away the morning, there are things that you would miss, like laughter from the kitchen, or a memory like this. Taburkan mesa seres, taburkan cinta.
Aroma 100% coklat asli Mesa Ceres, tak ada yang menandingi padat renyahnya dan kelezatannya.
taburkan mesa seres, taburkan cinta.
Good afternoon viewers, you are still with me Aditya Visyamiko from CNN Indonesia. I will accompany you to listen to some bright news, some actual news and some latest news in this day. The topic today is about plane crash for Boeing manufacturer and Lion Air company. This is the trailer for you.
Indonesia has ordered inspection on all the country commercial Boeing 737 MAX 8 plane. After one crash into the sea with 189 people on board, the Lion Air jet went down shortly after takeoff near the capital Jakarta on Monday. There are no survivors. Search have recovered the bird's body and personal item. They are looking for the fuselage and flight recorder. Boeing launched its 737 MAX 8 model last year. The plane that crashes went into service just a few months ago. On Tuesday, Indonesia Transport Ministry said all MAX 8 aircraft belonging to Indonesian commercial airlines will be inspected, but it stopped short of grounding them. Meanwhile, Lion Air, the country's largest low-cost airline, said it would meet a Boeing team on Wednesday. We have many questions for them. This was a new plane, Lion Air Director Daniel Putut told reporters. Boeing has said it stands ready to provide technical assistance to the accident investigation. Indonesia, a vast archipelago, is heavily reliant on air travel, but many of its airlines have a poor safety record. Lion Air was banned from flying into Europe airspace until 2018.
Thus, the news I could present to you. And if you have some suggestion and come critic about this program, comment down below and don't forget for subscribe, like and share. Thank you.
You slept away the morning, the things that you would miss, like laughter from the kitchen or a memory like this. Taburkan mesa seres, taburkan cinta.
Aroma 100% coklat asli Mrs. Ceres, tak ada yang menandingi padat renyahnya dan kelezatannya.
Taburkan mesa seres, taburkan cinta.